It is a fact that in the modern world, where everything happens so quickly, it is not always possible to pull out cash. Nevertheless, you shouldn't let that prevent you from being the hero and paying your buddies back, especially after they covered that pizza night that was thrown together at the last minute. It is a fortunate circumstance that those of us who have accounts with Allied Bank have access to a mobile application called MyABL, which allows us to transfer money without ever having to leave the comfort of our favorite couch. Whether you're a seasoned pro at online banking or just getting started, this video will walk you through the entire process of transferring money from your Allied Bank account using the MyABL app. So, grab your phone, settle in, and get ready to become a money transfer whiz. Before we dive in, let's quickly establish what kind of transfers you can actually make using the MyABL app. There are two main options. Interbank Funds Transfer, IBFT. This is where you send money to someone who has an account with a different bank in Pakistan. Funds Transfer within ABL. This option lets you move money between your own ABL accounts or send it to another ABL customer's account. Now that we've got that covered, let's get down to business. Here's what you'll need to get started. Your smartphone with the MyABL app downloaded and installed. If you haven't already, download it from the App Store or Google Play. Your MyABL login credentials, username and password. The recipient's bank account details, account number, bank name, etc. for IBFT. Alright, with everything prepped, let's make a transfer. Transferring money within ABL accounts. Open the MyABL app and log in using your username and password. Once you're on the main screen, look for the Funds Transfer option. It might be displayed differently depending on your app version, but it's usually under the Payments or Transfer section. Select Funds Transfer within ABL. The app will ask you to choose the account you want to transfer money from. Select the appropriate account. Now comes the recipient information. You'll either be able to choose from a list of saved beneficiaries if you've transferred to them before, or add a new recipient by entering their account number. Enter the transfer amount. Double-check to make sure it's the correct amount. Nobody likes accidentally sending more biryani money than intended. You might be asked to enter a brief description of the transfer, optional but helpful for keeping track. Review all the details: sender account, recipient account, amount, and description. If everything looks good, proceed to the next step. The app will most likely prompt you to verify the transaction using a one-time password, OTP, sent to your registered mobile number. Enter the OTP and confirm. And voila! Your money should be on its way to the recipient's ABL account. Transferring money via IBFT to other banks in Pakistan. The process for IBFT is quite similar, but with a few extra steps. Follow steps from the previous section. Instead of Funds Transfer within ABL, select Interbank Funds Transfer, IBFT. Now, you'll need to enter the recipient's bank details, name of the bank and account number. The app might also ask for any branch codes or additional information specific to the recipient's bank. You can usually find this information on the recipient's bank statements or by contacting their bank directly. Proceed with entering the transfer amount, description, optional, and reviewing the details. Verify the transaction using the OTP just like before. There you have it. Your IBFT transfer is initiated. Some important things to keep in mind. Transaction limits. There might be daily or transaction limits on how much money you can transfer using the app. Be sure to check with Allied Bank for their current limits to avoid any surprises. Transfer fees. While internal transfers within ABL might be free, IBFTs may incur a small fee depending on the amount being transferred. Check the app or Allied Bank's website for their current fee structure. Processing time. Internal transfers within ABL are usually instantaneous, while IBFTs might take a few hours or even a full business day to reflect in the recipient's account, depending on the receiving bank.